Joe only here from Sports Nerd Web. Welcome to the July 4th, 2017 edition of the Daily Dose. I'm joined here on this edition today with Homicidal Lou and the Solaris X. How are you guys doing today?
Not too bad.
It's good.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Yeah, and what we're going to talk about today, it's actually a really good idea for a topic Solaris brought up earlier, is upcoming movies, which, like I said, it's a really good topic. We haven't really talked about movies too much on this channel, other than sometimes on the Soldier and Fuchsia Only Show podcast, we get into movies sometimes, so it's a really good thing to get into on the Daily Dose, something different. All right, so starting it off, what is some of the movies that you guys are looking forward to in the, I guess we'll start kind of with the more near future. And then kind of go out from there.
Solaris to go first on this one.
Yeah.
Well, one of the movies I have been researching and I really do like to look up is Thor Ragnarok and Spider-Man Homecoming and possibly Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Yeah, those are all three huge ones that I believe are all this year. I think Spider-Man actually starts this Friday. Yeah, it looks like July 7th is what I show here.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and it looks like IMDb already has a rating on it. It looks like it has a 7.9 out of 10. So it doesn't seem too bad. And then I think as far as Thor Ragnarok, I think that one is slated for November 3rd of November 2017. That's USA though. I don't know if it's any different in Europe. All it shows on here is 3rd of November USA. So I'm not really sure, like when it comes to movies, if there's usually different dates compared to America and like Europe.
I think it comes into America first, then it gets transmitted to the Europe.
Yeah, they usually how it goes sometimes, most of the time.
Okay, yeah, I didn't really notice that, because I know like with video games, sometimes you'll see like staggered release dates like that, where a game will come out in one or the other, like a couple days before or something like that. So I wasn't really sure as far as movies are concerned.
With movies, usually go through the same route as games do. They usually come out in the country they were made first before coming out into other countries.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Especially if it's a region of the world where it's like in a different language than what it was originally filmed in, right? So like if it has to be, what do they call it? Not regionalized. I'm trying to remember what they call it with video games when they change the language and stuff. So it, localization is what they call it. There we go. There it is. So of course, yeah, it takes some time to do that. So that's why you normally see the different release dates. But yeah, as for Thor Ragnarok, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I've been a huge fan of the Thor films so far. I think they've done really good. Especially, I like the second one actually better than the first.
I'm quite a bit of a fan of the Thor films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had that little slight comment of people thinking I look like Loki though.
Loki's a badass though, so I would take that as a compliment.
That's why I love it. That's why I love it.
Yeah.
That was before I dyed my hair back blonde. I think now I'm just going to get called Thor.
Right. Well, actually, some of the content that I've been seeing from Ragnarok, his hair's actually cut. It's short.
I'll just keep my hair long for now then.
Yeah. One thing about this I am really stoked for is that it looks like that they're almost going the route of the Hulk world or Planet Hulk comics, because Hulk is in it, and it looks like that they were sent to like a different planet, and it looks like that they're kind of forced into some kind of like gladiator fighting for entertainment kind of thing on this planet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that. What's that?
And in the trailer, he goes, "Oh, I know that dude.
Mhm.
We used to work together, wasn't it?" Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually saw that trailer when we went to see oh hell, what was it? I'm having a brain fart right now. But that was on it. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't believe I can't remember it. It was Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is when we went and saw that.
Oh, that was an amazing movie. I went to see it in the cinema. What
Right.
a film! What
Okay,
a
so,
film!
yeah, so you guys saw that. That was a fantastic movie.
Honestly, I didn't see it.
Ooh, I highly suggest it. I'm not gonna really tell you or spoil anything, but the one thing I will say is that's the Marvel movie that probably hit the feels, more than any other Marvel movie to date. Like they did, it was an excellent movie.
The spoiler alerts.
Yeah, no spoilers. Yeah, we're not gonna have no spoilers on this. At least for the at least for the ones that we've seen.
Yeah. Well, my movie suggestion, nobody has seen yet. They might have seen an older version of this film. If you enjoyed the first one, you will enjoy this one. Stephen King's It. Down to come in September.
Oh yes, that's another one.
I am so hyped for this film. I thoroughly enjoyed the first film. Going back to the classics.
Mm-hmm.
It looks to be even creepier than the last, doesn't it?
There's one thing I don't like.
Clowns.
And I will be on. Oh, the look of this clown in general. That's one thing I'm disliking at the moment because it takes the whole Stephen King's It feeling out of the film itself. And entirely removing what it used to be.
Yeah, I hate clowns too. In this one, this one takes the cake. This one's pretty gnarly looking. I'm super hyped on it too. I love the original one. I love the book too. I actually read the book back when I was in school. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Like version of Krusty the Clown. Not being funny.
It kind of does. A really messed up version of it.
Hey kids, I'm gonna kill you.
Right? Makes you wonder like how much either Krusty is based on it or it is based on Krusty, whatever. I'm sure it probably came out first, right? Because I think it was like in the 80s.
Stephen King's It came out around about the 80s, and The Simpsons came out around about the 90s.
Yeah, like early 90s probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Another one I'm noticing right now too that I'm really looking forward to is the Justice League film, and it looks like that one has a release date of the 17th of November. So that's putting Thor Ragnarok at November 3rd and Justice League at November 17th. So those are going to be going head to head at some point because Thor Ragnarok is still going to be in theaters when Justice League drops on the 17th. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see. There's Marvel and DC going head on right there.
They usually go head on all the time.
Right, yeah. But this one, yeah, it's going to be... I mean, because Fuchsia and I still haven't seen Wonder Woman yet, but we have been hearing great things about it. I think I saw something recently that it actually passed Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad for the best sales of a DC film so far.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I liked both those movies too. I've seen those other two, and I think they did really good on those.
Yeah.
And then to Solaris's point, The Last Jedi, it looks like that one has a date of December 15th.
There you go, Star Wars fans. There's your new Christmas present.
Right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 10 days before the holidays.
But what I'm concerned, what I don't get is, would Star Wars The Last Jedi be the last Star Wars film? Because if you think about it, the title says it for itself, The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to happen after The Last Jedi? There's going to be no more movies after that. Because it's over then, isn't it?
You can't really say it's over and you can't really say it's not over. film titles these days can be extremely deceiving. So it could either be a thing of The Last Jedi could get killed off by the dark side, or The Last Jedi could take back the glory.
Mm-hmm.
And, a new community of Jedis could be on the uprising.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was just going to say, yeah.
Disney will find a way to continue this series, I guess, won't they?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's been taken over by Disney now, isn't it?
Yeah.
People thought that it was going to end at the time Anakin turned to the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
But look where it is now.
Right.
I thought it was going to end when Hans... I'm not going to say it unless everybody watched it.
Yeah, I still haven't seen I haven't seen any of the new Star Wars films, so I haven't seen The Force Awakens and Rogue One yet.
Shut then.
But I do know what happens though. No, I do know about that though. I did have that spoiled on me. Han in the Force Awakens. I do know about that, but
it's a huge spoiler.
Right? Yeah. So I kind of want to keep away from spoilers though. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, to Homicidal's point though, that's exactly what I was going to say too. Is that it could start off with, like The Last Jedi, and then it could be them bringing the Jedi back. You know what I mean? So like pretty much like what Homicidal was saying. That's another way that it can be interpreted as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. And real quick, while we're talking about Star Wars, I have mentioned this before on some other podcasts or content or something, but and you guys are Star Wars fans too, so I want to bring this up and see what you guys think about it, because ever since Disney has brought it up, I can't really say how good the movies are or not, because like I said, I haven't seen any of the Disney ones yet, but to me, they're releasing a new one every year, and it almost seems like
repetitive.
Not necessarily that, but almost like not that they're like cheapening the franchise, but if you remember back like in the original trilogies and then the other trilogy, one of the things that made a Star Wars film so special was when it came out, it was this epic occasion because they came out so few and far in between, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now you're seeing them come out like every single year, so I think it almost lessens the importance of them and the historical impact that they have a little bit. But
I see what you're saying. They're bringing them out a little too frequent. Exactly.
But from what I've seen from the reaction of the Disney ones, for the most part, the receptance of them seem pretty positive. So I'm not saying they're bad, because like I said, I haven't seen them. So I mean, I'm obviously homies with a lot of Star Wars fans, and they all love all the new ones. So they seem to be great. It's just this yearly cycle, like I said, it almost seems like it's almost just lessening the I don't know, yeah, like the historical impact that it has or whatever, because like I said, like those older ones, when they came out once every 5, 6, 7 years or whatever it was,
yeah,
it was a big epic like occasion, but like I said, so far it seems like that they've been doing a good job with them, so I guess as long as they're not making bad ones, I'm good. I'm cool with it.
Oh, the franchise is still pretty strong, but it's nothing like LucasArts when they started it. I do rather the LucasArts rather than Disney on Star Wars.
Right.
Yeah, I've heard things like that. Disney's ruining the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah, like I've never really. I mean, I'm sure that there's probably people out there that feel that way, but I haven't really seen too much of that, because like I also haven't really like read a lot about them or anything like that either. Just it's pretty much just like the reactions that I've seen from some of my friends and stuff. They all think that they're great still. So
I think they're changing stuff that they shouldn't be changing.
Oh, really?
Correct. Yeah.
One huge thing that they've changed that they shouldn't have changed was R2-D2.
Really?
Yep. They entirely remodeled R2-D2.
Oh, wow. Huh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because like I was saying earlier, how I haven't seen any of the Disney ones yet is I've actually been getting Fuchsia caught up on all the original ones, and then we're going to, start watching the Disney ones and get caught up together, so... Hopefully soon. I'm sure. Hopefully by the time The Last Jedi comes out this December, we should be all caught up by then.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah,
I
but
try my best not to spoil it for you. I've seen them all, so I try my best not to spoil it for you.
yeah, please don't.
Yeah, but with what happens in The Force Awakens,
hmm
what they do in The Force Awakens, you can tell they're ruining the franchise.
Okay. So yeah, I'll keep my eyes out for that. So that's like right from the start too, because that was the first one that Disney did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay, moving along. Speaking of another one, I believe this is another Stephen King one, isn't it? Right? The Dark Tower, wasn't that a Stephen King book? I think it was. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not 100% on it, so I wouldn't be able to say yes or no.
Yeah. This one looks like it's August 4th.
Sounds interesting. Can you give us a little intake of the Dark Tower? What would it be about?
Is the Tower that's dark?
On it says the gunslinger Roland Deschain roams an old west-like landscape where the world has moved on in pursuit of the man in black, also searching for the fabled Dark Tower in the hopes that reaching it will preserve his dying world. So preserve his dying world, almost kind of maybe post-apocalyptic or something almost. Looks like it has Catherine Winnick, Matthew McConaughey, and Idris Elba in it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Stephen King book. But it looks interesting though. I might check it out. Looks like then there's Kingsman: The Golden Circle, so the sequel to The Kingsman.
Ooh, I loved the first film. I cannot wait for the new one to come out.
I still haven't seen the first one yet. I really wanted to. I thought it looked great.
I'm not going to spoil it, but all I'm going to say is watch it as soon as you can. It's an amazing, funny as hell film.
Right. Yeah, I have heard good things about it.
Yeah.
It looks like the sequel is stated for the 22nd of September.
Yeah.
We actually saw the trailer for this at Guardians of the Galaxy 2. They had a trailer for this one as well.
And
it looked really good. So that's another series I need to get into.
Tanya, you will enjoy Kingsman. You will enjoy it.
Yeah, I think I will. It looks like something I would. And then Solaris actually just brought this one up recently before we started recording. War for the Planet of the Apes. This one looks like 14th of July, so this one's actually coming out in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure exactly what it's about, but it seems to be like the last standoff between human and ape.
Yeah, like
would be, wouldn't it? Because they've already started it off as a simple force starting to evolution, which ended up causing the apes to overrule. Well, I'm not sure. I've only seen the first film, but this might be the final.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Solaris, I saw a preview on TV and it said something about like it was like an epic finale. So I think it is. It says here on IMDb, after the apes suffer unimaginable losses, Caesar wrestles with his darker instincts and begins his own mythic quest to avenge his kind. So yeah, and like I said, that one is the 14th, so that one's in about a week and a half.
Yeah, so
we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would, but
as well. And I haven't seen it properly. I can't really say much of it.
Yeah, I would have to see the other ones too. I've only seen like the old original Planet of the Apes. I haven't seen any like the newer ones. But the trailer I saw on TV did look pretty intense and pretty good though.
Yeah. The hype building up in it now as well. And
Yeah.
But this is the wrong time to build up the hype. You'll
Yeah.
find out when it comes out.
That's what we went over yesterday on the Daily Dose. The right time to start announce and start hyping a game.
Yeah, this time it's just hyping up a film.
Exactly. Speaking of which, one thing, like something I want to mention real quick before we wrap up, is it's a film that there's actually a couple films that we've been hearing rumors and stuff around. Like, we know that they're trying to get it made, but who knows? You know, both of them have been plagued with hirings and firings and rescripts, and who knows when any of this is actually going to happen. But we do know that they are trying to get an Uncharted movie made and the Division movie made. And
Interesting.
yeah, so and those are pretty much like a totally different Daily Dose episode on their own. But I just want to mention real quick, like, exactly, like with the Division movie specifically, Jake Gyllenhaal, his name was attached to it early on. I don't know if he's still supposed to be in it. For the Uncharted film, Mark Wahlberg's name was attached to it at some point, but then I don't think that's the case anymore. So who knows what the hell's going on with either one of them, but those are something that has been mentioned and is kind of, they're trying to get made. Yeah, that's looking way more off into the future, though.
I'll tell you what I'd like to see being made. Destiny movies.
Right, I was saying that to Fuchsia not that long ago. I think that would be pretty dope. I think it would be pretty dope to see a Destiny movie. Yeah, that would be incredible. I mean, hopefully, you know, like with Destiny 2, this is a whole other tangent, but, you know, with Destiny 2, the story should be better, and
I'm hoping.
Yeah, it definitely looks way more narrative focused, so we should actually get a good story in it, and then that would help in the future if ever any movie was ever made for it.
Yeah,
I mean,
one thing I hope that will come into movie will be Far Cry the movie. Not Far Cry, Mass Effect. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be another one. Those would be some other good ones. Another one is like a Metal Gear Solid movie. I mean, that's always been talked about for years, and nothing's ever really came of it.
Yeah, because video game movies are not a new topic. They've been made for quite a while.
Yeah, I think we've actually done a Daily Dose on it. I think like a long time ago on the one of why video game movies are so bad. You know, like why has there never has been any good ones ever made, really.
If they back up their ideas, then, you know, they could make a good video game movie.
Exactly. All right, we're at about 23 minutes, so we're going to wrap up this edition right here. Thank you, Solaris and Homicidal, for joining me on this one.
My pleasure.
Both Solaris and Homicidal are streamers as well, so if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the description below. I'll have links to their channels in there, so be sure to drop them a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button if you like the video. Sub to the channel for more content in the future, and we'll see you in the next edition.